good evening. You are watching Cosmic Sonic Arts' first video on our Instructor series, and I am Similarobjects. Today I'm going to talk about sampling, one of the ways that you can sample on Ableton. So, I come from an SP404 background and an MPC background as well, and these two hardware samplers have taught me a lot on how to sample, and I'm carrying over this mentality into Ableton. So with that in mind, I'm going to talk about the warp engine a bit. So Ableton's feature called the warp engine is a really handy aspect to Ableton. It allows you to sort of like mold sound like it was clay. So you can fit it into the parts where it's not supposed to fit, and you can stretch it, and you can sort of like put things and mold them so that they can be in time. And that alone, you can do so much things. So I'm gonna grab a track, probably is the Barge track, widely played in the Philippines on the radio, and I hear this all the time when I commute. So let's play it. Be sure to drag the clip or the song into a empty audio clip in the session view. I'll explain later why, because the method, if applied on arrangement view, it varies, it's different. We will need to use this view. So I will play it now so you can hear it. Very old school sounding.
Sometimes the love.
Okay, so you've heard the track. Before anything, we will prepare our workstation, or we'll just prepare Ableton for the process. What I like doing is key mapping the tap, tempo, and the metronome buttons to my numbers, 1 and 2. So Command K on Mac, Control K, I think, on Windows. Click on tap tempo, press number 1, click on metronome, press number 2. So now I will trigger the clip again. Oh no, I won't. We move this start point to the downbeat of the song. Why? Because we need to determine the tempo of this track. So it has to start on the 1. So since that's the 1, we can start tapping. Play it and then tap to the beat.
Sometimes the love won't let go.
Stop and then press number 2 to check if the metronome is on.
Sometimes the love won't let go.
Okay, since it sounds like it's fitting into the song, we can right click and click this warp 89.65 BPM from here, and then you could see the grid. Based on the grid, there are some notes that are off. At the beginning, it's always going to sound like it fits, and then slowly towards the end, as it drags on, it starts to like move and move and move, stagger away from the grid. But there are a lot of factors that affect this as well. So I'm not going to make it super perfect right now, but I'll move a bit of things. Minor edits, just because. So now what I want to do after that is check if everything is in tempo or fits to the metronome. So far so good. I'm not gonna sample the whole song anyway. Probably just the intro. Maybe. So what I did is like the start point of move the start point to where I want to start the sample position, where I want to start the sample from, and I put the end position on where up until when I want to sample from. Once that's that, you right click here and then slice the new MIDI track. And here I want to create one slice per half note. Sometimes I use bars, but slicing preset built in zero velocity because I want each slice to have the same consistent level of volume. Just for this. In other instances, I would prefer the velocity as well. Preserve the warp timing since we're on live 9.5. I'll probably preserve the warp timing for this one. Deactivate the original track first, and then let's see what we have. Once you press slice the new MIDI track, it will give you a drum rack with the beat slices or the sample slices in the cells. So what we can do is, I'm going to check if the musical typing is on, and I will try to play the slices with my MIDI QWERTY pad. As you can see, if I press C, it triggers the first slice. We have the slices going down. So I think from here we can start playing with the slices to figure out a proper phrase or a riff or whatever you guys want to call it, a sample pattern. I like doing this in the arrangement view. Click this. So let's try it out. I'll be playing the metronome just so I can get an idea of how. Well, sometimes I actually don't play the metronome, so I can sort of see where the sample can take me, but for this lesson I'll just go with it. So let's try it out. Let's jam with it for a bit. Alright, I think I got that one down. Let's do it. Okay, let's quantize it. Yep. Okay, turn off the metronome. So this is what I came up with, and I pretty much just go with my intuition and where the sample sort of takes me. So right now, from here, I can sort of try to figure out what kind of drum work I can do. So I'm just gonna go like a random. I've generated. I have some drum racks here. They're just like chilling there on the side. Still using my keyboard. QWERTY keyboard, by the way. So sometimes I like sort of like going with the hats first so I can dictate the groove. I'll try to do that with this one. Turn on overdub so I can play over it. Turn off the metronome. More hat work. Oops. Try to figure out I'll go for the snares now. Got the snares down. I think we're going for the kick. Sorry, I put the EQ a little bit weird. But yeah, I'll turn off the EQ. That's not important at this point. Alright, let's try it out. More. So there it is. I am for this one. I'm not gonna quantize it because I kind of like the human feel in the track. There it is. You can sort of opt to even make a second sample slice, so it can be like. Yeah, give me a sec. Try to figure it out. We found one. Here we go. Let's fix that last one. And I think this one can quantize. Okay, I'm good with that. Duplicate, probably change the last note. And so we have a beat. This is how it sounds. So yeah, that's how I use the beat slicing method. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Put that technique to good use, and peace.